Transformation Fitness and Wellness Fitness Professional Training Program, fulfillment of service and expectations of coaching on the fitness floor. This component is very, very important, because if we can't coach well on the floor, we're not going to retain clients. And this is a skill set that you can always learn. Sometimes you have to get outside your comfort zone, but coaching on the floor is 100% client retention. So what we're going to go over is energy, motivation, setting expectations, recognizing and correcting techniques and deficiencies, and then time management. So obviously coaching is about enabling individuals to make conscious decisions and empowering them to become leaders in their own lives. That's the definition of coaching, one of them. Coaching is going to be very important when you're coaching clients. I know we build strong relationships with our clients, which is fine, but we do not want to become too much of a friend. We can be friendly, we can be a friend, but there's a fine balance there. If you become too friendly and too much of a friend, it is very challenging to maintain the coaching mentality or the respect from that client. So we got to understand that at the end of the day, we're the coach, and we're going to demand more out of the client, try to get them better, because that's our job. That's what we do on a daily basis. We're coaching people. So as a TFW fitness professional, the coaching of exercise programs on the floor is a key element of job performance. Like I said, it's 100% client retention. If you can coach well out on the floor, clients are going to love you, because they're going to feel empowered, by your coaching, and they're going to get stronger and push themselves harder and see better results. So recognizing proper technique, communication, appropriate technique, adapting to clients' needs with modifications, and writing correct program based on clients' goals are all expected of the fitness professional at the highest degree. Obviously, we're hiring people who are fit pros who have 4 years of education. So we're gonna challenge them on using the education and the application standpoint. Now, we also coach clients outside the session, and that's just as important. When you're shooting emails, when you're having conversation, when you're talking face to face. Again, don't forget you're the coach, and you got to coach them from different perspectives. So if somebody is struggling and you really work on habit modification, you got to strategize on how you're going to make that client realize that the habit modification is going to help them. So energy is another one. It is expected that while coaching a group training program, the fitness professional is engaged with the clients and shows a high level of energy while still conducting themselves in a professional manner. Obviously, you don't want to scream and jump around. It's okay to get pumped up sometimes and get excited. There's nothing wrong with that. Get the clients excited, because they'll love that. Obviously, standing around with your arms crossed and not being energetic, it's not the way you're going to coach here. You won't last long. So remember, when you're out on that floor, you're on stage. I always tell people that when you're out there coaching, it's like standing on stage and you're going 100 miles an hour, because it's just like performing, giving a speech. Same concepts, because if you're not correcting and communicating and coaching them up out on the floor, you're doing a disservice to the client if you're not bringing the energy, because they're going to thrive in that environment. I had an old strength conditioning coach once say, if you can write the crappiest program or the best program in the world, but if you can't coach it up, it's no good. Same concept. You can write the crappiest program in the world, but if you can coach the crap out of the individual out on the floor, you may be able to get them to see results and progress. So, coaching is going to be, and energy is going to be a very, very important component. As this skill is developed, fit pros will recognize the best types of interaction with individual clients and groups, but overall demeanor should be cheerful and outgoing. We got to bring the energy, be excited about what you're doing, because you're changing lives. So motivation, different clients will require different styles of motivation. So you got to adapt it to the specific client you're working with. So some will respond, to highly energetic, in your face type of motivation from a fit pro, while others will respond better to quieter, more individualized, focused style. You got to understand the client and adapt, be a chameleon. It is the Fit Pro's job to know each client and what type of motivation they respond to best. Regardless of the type of motivation a client responds to, the Fit Pro must always be engaged with each client and motivating them to their best throughout the entire workout. Even if you're not connecting with that client, that doesn't mean you leave them alone. You still got to go over there and coach the crap out of them. Setting expectations. Before each workout begins, a Fit Pro must set expectations for how the workout will run and what it will take to be successful. This includes showing the clients each exercise with proper technique and modification, along with detailing the parameters of the workout written on the whiteboard. The Fit Pros will verbally remind the group of expectations throughout the workouts. And obviously, and kind of set the goal. Here's what we're going to focus on in this workout. Here's why we wrote this workout. Here's what we want you to accomplish. Remember, we are the professionals and the coaches. We got to explain to the clients why we're doing certain things as well. Recognizing and correcting technique deficiencies is of utmost importance that a fitness pro continuously monitors each client's technique throughout the workout. You got to be aware of what's going on and seeing and observing. And if there's something that doesn't look right, do not hesitate to correct it. Because if you hesitate, you let one thing go, then you let the next thing go, then it compounds. So we can't have that. If a client exhibits improper form or technique, the Fit Pro must be vigilant with correcting them and getting them into a better position. If a client cannot maintain proper technique, less weight must be used or a modification may be necessary. We got to be all over the client, because we cannot let things go. I mean, obviously we don't want people getting hurt, but we want to continue to coach the client and make them better. And that's, again, at the end of the day, that's what we do. We're coaches at heart. Time management is another one. This takes some practice, but understanding, we're always under a clock. So Fit Pros must make sure to be aware of the time during the workouts. They must make adjustments to the workout if necessary to make sure that they maintain continuous consistency with their schedule appointments for the day. You don't want to get over. If you do get over, you got to catch it up somewhere. So you got to be able to manage time out on the floor and understand. Obviously, with experience, this becomes a lot easier. As you do it more, you understand how much time it takes to move people, through different exercises and things of that nature. So this is, very important to understand, but also as you continually do and coach, you'll get better at this. So floor management tools. Fit Pros will use several tools to manage client interaction on the floor. Obviously, the iPads, which we just went through that module, will be utilized to track clients' attendance, along with using the Asana app to detail any notes that needs to be followed up with after the session has concluded. That's communication to the office coordinators, communication to other Fit Pros. Somebody didn't show up, things of that nature. Timer. Fit Pros will use the muscle driver timer and remote to manage the timing intervals for the workouts. That's one component. Sometimes we use reps. So if we use reps, you got to understand, we can't let clients be sitting around. We got to keep them moving, keep them on time. Whiteboards, obviously the whiteboards will be used to communicate the workouts detail along with the announcements for the clientele. We're in the process of looking at using Zen, the program design, program builder on Zen Planner, but we'll get a TV and it'll be utilized that way, and clients can look on their phone as well. So that will be coming down. We don't have that quite yet.